yourself with the coming up of ideas?
See, the first instance I'll tell you, mine is the third generation in food business. My grandfather was a school teacher in Wilson High School, Bombay. He was an artist. He was a visiting demonstrator or visiting artist to JJ School of Arts, Mumbai. But then he left that profession and entered into a railway catering business in near about 1908 or so. He started at Kalyan railway station, and then his professionally he was very much appreciated by those European officers of GRP Railway, Great Indian GIP Rail.
GIP.
So then business went on growing. He brought his brothers from Konkan, and he was staying at Kalyan and then Mumbai.
Then when did you all
Then
shift
I'll
it
tell you. Then we got in that business only, railway catering business. We were allotted Nagpur station railway tea stall contracts. So just to look after, it was a joint business, and my father, one of the brothers, he came down to Nagpur. So in 1949.
Okay, 1949.
So in 1956, that business of railway catering was departmentalized as a Indian railway policy, whole of our country. So then my father had started in 1955 a small bakery as a side business just to cater to our captive needs there at railway station stall requirements. So just as a side business. And that business was again a contractual business. So when it would be terminated, nobody knew. So hence, just to support that business, he started this business at Masjid Gali Sitabardi.
Okay, here only.
Here only. And he did never think of going back to Mumbai.
Okay.
Although he joined late our ancestral business. He first served Bombay City Police for 10 years, then joined this business, came to Nagpur as a side business, opened up a bakery. I being eldest son, that time it was a style that you name any establishment in your son's name. So Ajit is my name. So Ajit Bakery was started by him in Masjid Gali in 1955.
Okay.
Which was a very small lane and about 1,200 square feet a shed. And then that business was terminated, railway catering business. He concentrated on bakery. He was not a bakery technologist. He was a double graduate, very good at English literature. His drafting was superb. Anything, but that time, what I am trying to tell you, that time, in those days, you have to catch hold of some karigars, skillful people, and go on doing business.
So
that business scenario went on changing very rapidly.
Okay.
Then my father did not know much chemistry about this bakery or bakery technology. I started assisting him just after my 10th matriculation. Just I passed out and I started assisting. I had a great
support to your father.
That time he needed support. He had some bad days. He had
My son's support is one of the best supports.
And then it went on. Gradually we started growing. Then, we did not have a retail counter there. Otherwise, in those days, the concept of bakery was a stand-alone bakery. Now, in bakery terminology, it is called stand-alone bakery. That is, you have a lakda bhatti just behind your bakery, a small counter, whatever you make.
You sell.
Very early morning, Fajr se wo start hota tha kaam. And then by say 4 o'clock, and those bhattis were all everywhere. Bhattis were lakda bhatti.
Okay, so Isha ke time, like evening and all, you used to end the business or
by
baking
8:30, whatever you have produced
should be sold out.
Even biscuits or naan ka types.
everything that you used to make should be sold out till 8:30.
Yeah, that was the practice then, and it is called a standalone bakery. Then bakery product is such a product, unlike restaurant products or other freshly cooked and freshly served product. Many bakery products are such which has got a shelf life.
Yeah.
And then gradually we started getting some good contracts. I supplied to NCC, National Cadet Corps, for 5 years. It used to be 40 paise per cadet per parade.
Okay.
And 40 parades, so 16 rupees.
60 rupees.
And 40 paisa we used to give 50 gram, 20 paisa, 50 gram chiki, and another 20 paisa one samosa. So that time,
Right.
or 20 paisa, 2 bananas and 3 coco biscuits. So we supplied whole of Nagpur and Nagpur district, Chandrapur district. There used to be 2 group headquarters, A and B. So I feel very proud when somebody says, "Arey, Ajit Bakery की चिक्की हमने खाई है." Some officer comes, and अरे हम तो अजीत बेकरी का आप लाते थे ना, हम आपको देखते थे. अभी कोई बड़ा officer.
That's a proud moment when someone calls him, "हम Ajit Bakery."
Yeah. So, but then I had developed acquaintances with all the school teachers who were connected with NCC, all the professors who were connected with NCC. In Nagpur, Chandrapur, Wardha, Gondia, Tumsar, Tiroda, Nakli, Mohali, Patan Savani, somewhere. So they must have gone now, but then that was my kamai. I had developed acquaintances or business relations, and I never allowed my father to go around. They were all outside works. So that time, a great deficiency was that we had no technical support from our own side. We had to depend upon, and they were also not a technical people working under us, Karakari type. Semi-skilled, helpers, semi-skilled. So skilled also worker did not know the chemistry of the bakery. It's a science. Bakery technology or making a bakery product is a science.
So is that time professional workers were available or
No. Professional workers only were available. That to professional workers means at that level, B.Tech, M.Tech,
who know the chemistry of how to
chemistry. But then they did not have the skill to do the things. So making a bakery or making a hotel product, restaurant product, hospitality industry, you need to have both practical as well as theory.
Okay.
So that course was started at one Food Crafts Institute, government-run institute at Polytechnic, Southern, which I could join. Working here, I did that course. I did that bakery technology, craftsmanship in bakery and confectionery, the course was that. And regular technical board of education examination at board level used to be taken. We were given very thorough training of practically making a bakery product as well as theory. Theory simultaneously we were taught what is wheat, how many layers are there to wheat, what makes your refined flour based, how you have to judge the raw material. So these things which we did never
knew about.
Just ऐसे ही देखते थे ऐसा flour अच्छा है क्या है जो physical test. So then we started taking out gluten कितना है. So then 1969 we shifted to, we closed that, it was a very small and the surrounding was also very dirty. We shifted to Dharampet, Padalwar colony. There we could have our own retail shop as well as making at one place only. And then it was a big place, about 3,000 square feet. at Dharampet, where it is still known. My bakery is not there at present.
Okay, but it's known
But
that
it is
my-
not at the Ajit Bakery Road or
Okay.
behind Ajit Bakery. So
Yes.
that has become a landmark.
landmark. Okay, so sir, when was actually life given to your bakery?
When
Like,
was?
your life, like when it started actually, like 1949 or 1969?
1969 then we got a real impetus.
Okay.
Because when after doing my course, I used to, attend college from 9 to 6. We have been in business. 49 we came down to Nagpur for our railway catering business. Just to support that railway catering business, my father had started a bakery in 1955. 69 from that a small place which was just a makeshift arrangement or secondary business for my father or for our family. We shifted to Dharampet in a little bigger. It was again a rented shed, but then we started doing very well there because we got a adjacent retail counter. Then again, 1970 we bought a counter at West High Court Road because it was a main road, West High Court Road, just opposite Sudama. That is still going on. That is still there, opposite Saroj Cinema, West High Court Road. So actually, the NCC supply was our first, say, encouragement or impetus. We started getting some surplus funds to invest again. And then unless you get surplus funds, even if you are a progressive person, you have got to have a
Surplus.
and then banks were at that time very stingy about allotting finance. That time it was they were very rigid. But then gradually we got a finance from State Bank of India, and which gave us encouragement in my father, myself, our family total. All the time we were progressive. My all other relations, uncles and aunties, and they're all well educated and doing very well either in business or in profession. So that set of mind of going ahead all the time, that has been there. But then in bakery, apart from financial aspect, when I got this course, I went through this course, 1.5 years course. Actually, that was the changing point, you may say. Then we got a contract from Social Welfare Department in the Special Nutrition Program. I had formulated that protein bun. It was a special nutrition program for slum children.
That was something unique.
Yeah, it was a protein bun. That time they certain percentage of protein they wanted. So here nobody did know about any other bakers. So they went to Food Cross Institute, whether they are, because it's a something unique thing, protein and calories, so many proteins. So nobody could, no other baker could work. So their principal director came to me. They said that one of our students has a bakery here because we don't take any commercial order. It was a big order. 20,000 buns we used to supply every day at 7 o'clock.
Every day.
Every day at 7 o'clock early morning. That was very much liked by the with 10 grams of protein and 350 calories. It was a government program. So that gave us good, then it was till that time we had all manually done. All processes were, even mixing was done manually. So then gradually we went on mechanizing things, first mixers, then ovens. And then that was a rented place. So here, this place was bought in 1983. 87 I started here. The bun production was carried out there and other products are. Then I kept on doing some experiments. My father used to look after the administrative work and I used to work in bakery. So new products. They used to read. I got a good library also about the bakery. Then all those from 1970, whatever experiments I did, I got a record with me. 1970, how many years now? 30 and 18, 48 years. Yeah, even my workbook is still I have maintained, which which I had to do at my institute there, with a counter signature of my lecturers, headmaster lecturers. So this is the actually here I had a very good bakery. I mean, of a standard there. At Vadalwar colony, it was a temporary shed. Then that degree of hygiene we could not maintain there, although wished for it. But then it was a small shed, tin shed, used to get very hot. And then bhattis were of a manually operated bhatti. Here I got, mine is the first bakery in central Maharashtra to have gas-fired automatic oven. Then we got diesel-fired, temperature control, then moisture controlled. All it can be controlled. So and then 2008, I got a plot at Butiburi, MIDC Food Park. So a nice plot. 2012, we started our industry. It's a 20,000 square feet up-to-date shed with a good height. One manufacturing unit. Now, why I started it there, I'll tell you. As I told you that one type of bakery is a craft bakery, or you may have a production unit, small production unit and selling counter. And then a craft bakery is the course which I did is named as bakery craft. The technique as well as craft. So handcrafted bakery products are there, and one is industrial bakery product, like now bar cakes you get, or cookies. They got all done with the machine only. Made of machine, and then quite good amount of hygiene can be maintained. I take this opportunity to invite you people there. Come someday. Let's go through that. See how we have got packing machines. But still, we then remade our bakery here for suiting to the requirement of a craft bakery. We make very good cakes, very good suiting to all occasions, from birthday to weddings, wedding anniversaries, and then Christmas, of course, Christmas. And now, although it's a Western world's this thing, but then today only I got one. Why this cake is cut? अशुभ है, कट करना ऐसे हमारे इसमें तो मैंने जवाब दिया अभी, it is not अशुभ. Concept is that when you cut a cake, जो पूरे आए हुए आपके दोस्त भाई रिलेटिव्स, so जो आनंद है अभी, that is enthusiasm, that is assimilated in your body. का सुख का what is the weight, जो मुंह से खाया पेट में गया वो सबसे ज्यादा सुख. तो नहीं, कट करना अच्छा नहीं है. So it's not the case. Everything you cut. छुरी तो सब जगह चलाते ना. सब्जी भाजी कोई विदाउट कटिंग होता है क्या? खाने वाली सब चीज अन्न को बोले ऐसे मेरे किसी ने भेजा है, तो उसको जवाब भी दिया मैंने. So अभी आपने जो पूछा, how do you define success? Success means you have got to be very, very, very punctual in your business, and again, you must have that inner penchant from your intestine. अंदर से होना चाहिए.
we need to do, I need to do.
I need to do.
That motivation.
Many times it happens so that you come under very disgusting mood. अरे क्या करने का इसका, छोड़ो ना. But then next morning I'm solving that problem. So many problems.
There must be many failures. You must.
failures है. अभी भी देखिए नहीं है. अभी चालू है, मेट्रो का काम चालू है, तो my footfall has fallen down by 80%. What I have to, मैं इसका लेके I have to find out some other way to make it up. Whatever loss is there, I must think. It may not be just easy or possible to fetch and make up business, but then you have to be on that path, thinking और क्या हो गया, मैं क्या करूँ, अब देखो ये आया तो मैं क्या कर सकता हूँ, तो इसका मैं क्या कर सकता हूँ नहीं. You have no cover,
You have
no subsidy, you have to do it yourself. सबका स्वांग ला सकते. You tell me I am an actor, I can act a rich person, I can act a beggar.
Okay.
Villain I can act, I can hero. You may not like me using this hero. अरे ये क्या बुड्ढा hero दिखेगा. Hero means that passion.
So failures you might have.
And I am quite lucky that my next generation, my
Coming generation.
coming means they have come up now. I have got 4 grandchildren. 2 from my son, 2 from my daughter. So all are then my wife. When my mother was alive, she used to come whenever she was good. At that time, she was in a good state of health. So she used to attend shop. Then my father, my mother, then myself. My next siblings, they did not. One brother is a civil engineer holding high post. She's a housemaker, and she was the headmistress. My next sister, and the last one is retired as a professor. She is a doctor. So nobody did join business looking to my, going helter-skelter to make both ends. My father, I suppose they did not dare joining this business. So anyway, it needs a very tough
Mindset.
I think it would be fit to say that a businessman, a good businessman, a progressive businessman should have a set of mind like a सिपाही. जैसे डिफेंस में वो करता है, he has got to be alert, like, because we don't have cover. Any small mistake, even dealing with my people, if I commit a small mistake, I lose. And then the sky is the limit for progress.
There's no limit.
And then this is the idea of or principles of success. Keep on going. And then, if say suppose, even if some hospitality course you have completed, you have to do shagirdi at some place. If you wish to be a businessman, at least 2-3 years you must spend your lifetime. It would be an investment. This is just an advice for upcoming young people who wish to enter into some business field. Say suppose if you, some IT, if you wish to start, you must at least 2-3 years you must spend of your life to learn the things practically as a businessman. Now about popularity, we have got good popularity, and we are still not happy with whatever popularity we have gained. It is not that
Still we need growth in our
growth, and it is going on. It is going on. Sometimes it goes on steadily, sometimes it all again depends upon how to what extent product clicks. But you have to keep on finding. We monitor every evening. We bring our marketing team, have a meeting, have a brainstorming, what to do. Now some new fellow has come, new competitor has come. How to face that? These tax laws are changing.
Yes, the laws are also.
So actually, my daughter, she being a CA, she looks after the financial and taxation side of our business. My son is a MBA with bakery technology. He is looking.
He's a great support to you now.
Yeah, of course. Otherwise, what happens? If business, say, suppose son and daughter, they go away to some US or any developed country. How long one can work? The lesser the size of business, your physical presence is required. The bigger you grow, you can remotely control it with systems. That sense of proportion one must cultivate. Got my point? Sense of proportion. Otherwise, many people are आपने सब ये तो यहाँ बैठ के एक जगह बैठ के काम करना. So it's not the case. Your physical presence, your personality has effect on your people working under you.
So how do you motivate your employees?
That is what I say. Its only motivation is no. Only danda cannot work. Only carrot also cannot work.
Yes.
That sense of proportion one must have.
So you must be giving your employees
And that sense of proportion you can cultivate with practical experience. That is what I say. That if somebody wishes to start, he has got nahi, मैं तो नौकरी नहीं करूँगा. I'll enter into some business, anything. Hotel बोलो या कोई somebody wants to mechanical garage करना है तो work for 2-3 years in a small. और जहाँ छोटे इसमें आप जो कर पाओगे, सीख पाओगे, बड़े इसमें नहीं कर सकते. बहुत ज़्यादा आप एकदम समझो बहुत लार्ज स्केल ये होगा तो देयर work is defined. Small jobs are well defined and
that people.
So small scale industry would give a student better vision.
Giving employees best motivate like best employee of the month. Best baker.
No, I differ for that idea. I differ. I am not for that.
How do you help them keep motivated?
See, keep motivated means अभी ये देखिए मैं भी अटेंड करता हूँ और ये ऐसा करना चाहिए वैसा करना चाहिए. पब्लिक एप्रिसिएशन दो और ये दो, उनको गैदरिंग करो, कोई बाहर का बुलाओ. I disagree with this. He has come and he has to work. He has to work, and then very silent appreciation carries silent appreciation, and then you may in kind just few words also. Then again, if you are depends upon, but if you are versatile, like as you rightly said, how do you appreciate? So there my theatre talents sometimes. Because I've got a habit of if I'm facing somebody, my second mind subconsciously I start noting down his personality. Don't take it otherwise और जैसे अरे क्या हो ऐसे नहीं. वो एक ये हैबिट फॉर्म की है कि भाई क्या क्या उनमें मन में चला है. If I go to meet some very big officer, say like Air Force, a big order is there, I go to. So I must know that how should I present myself, when should I take his appointment, what should I say, what they like. This is what is marketing. If I go to some dealer, our dealers don't come from very high strata. Our dealers are of a very medium level, low level financially. How to talk to them, how to convince them. So you have got to be very flexible, and this is again as far as marketing side of your business is concerned. So marketing means not only selling your product, selling your personality also.
So lastly, a small advice to anyone who is coming up with this business. How can your advice help them?
I told you, in very beginning or throughout of my motivation, I am motivated. It should come within passion चाहिए, passion. और वो सीखने की ये चाहिए. मैं बन चुका, nobody is बन चुका.
No one is perfect.
No one is perfect. Parlays are also, I should not name in the interview, but then parlays, they have got R&D going on. So like, if you are a small person, R&D, if you are making donuts have to, so I must think how now to, because after some days, घोड़ दौड़ चलती रहती है और घोड़ दौड़ की आदत है. अरे भाई मैं थक गया बोले तो इट्स एन रिवर्सल. तो ये मैंने बोल दिया ना कि इसमें जिसको जो बिजनेस चालू करना है उसमें पैशन चाहिए वो, और उसमें के जो ऑर्स है वो पहले सीखने को. कोई भी
How to ride a horse, you need to learn first before.
जैसे कि somebody wants to become a caterer, so he must know in and out how many, what are the ingredients of making chicken biryani, mutton biryani है तो कितना मटन लगेगा, और से if it is 100 persons catering, so 100 persons के लिए उसके पास वो चाहिए डाटा तैयार. फिर then in cookery what happens? In cookery, a cook plays better part or vital part. Skill वहाँ पे ज़्यादा requirement है. Whereas in industrial product your formula is set. In while doing R&D, you have to set your formula, and then that formula can be carried over. Of course, there again some percentage of operators or performers has importance. You cannot neglect a human. In bakery technology, one thing I forgot to tell you. It is called bakery technology. It is called a thumb rule. The bread dough is ripe for further process. Is to be adjusted by human touch only. You press your finger, अंगूठा उठाओ और वो देखता है, जो experienced operator or कारीगर रहता है, whether it is ready. In bread making, what happens? The wheat contains gluten, which holds gas produced by, and the dough, your chapati is also dough, but chapati doesn't contain yeast. So yeast produces gas, and that gas, mellows the gluten, and gluten is present only in wheat. Only in wheat. No other cereal contains gluten. So that gluten is mellowed. So that can be by sensing the touch, and within how many seconds your thumb impressions disappear. These are the certain things. So human touch has got to be there. It is there. And then while dealing with people, also human touch. Whether you don't appreciate him, this is what is my hand, it has paid me good. I am not all the time on beating, all the time talking harshly. No. But when it is required, I am harsh. And when it is, their appreciation, I wholeheartedly appreciate, but my ways are different. Hence my old people are still speaking to me.
Oh, thank you sir. कनेक्ट होऊन जातात.
कनेक्ट होणं जरुरी आहे.
कनेक्ट करणं महत्त्वाचं असतं.
नाहीतर मग आपण हे लोक बोलतात बंधूंनो आणि भगिनींनो, ते किती ड्राय असतं. तुमच्या तरी कौनच्या तरी किसको तो लगता है कि मैं रियल वो मेरे को बंधु समझ रहा है, तो कोई लेडी को ऐसा लगता है रियल मेरे को जो ड्राइनेस नहीं चाहिए, इट मस्ट कैरी ह्यूमन टच ऑलवेज इन योर बिहेवियर. ये गलती किया तो उसका क्या है, व्हाट इज हिज बैकग्राउंड. तो आई एम ब्लू आइड बॉय ऑफ गॉड, hence I am getting this. I got highly cultured parents, which this fellow did not get. That is why he is coming as a helper to me. So these feelings, reading their minds, examining their background, and give a human touch. Silently, वो जगह हाँ करके नहीं, वो सब भूल जाते हैं. ये भी देखा है हमने जिन्होंने ऐसा किया ना, मैनेजमेंट नहीं.
Thank you, sir. We are glad to have a talk with you. Your experiences, your everything that you told us about will definitely help people to grow up and come at a place where not you are, but definitely they'll catch up to you.
My pleasure having you people with me. I like to talk to youngsters, and I'm happy that you found me a person to talk to.
Thank you, sir. We're glad to have you, sir.
Okay.